You look in a way, though, how, and now to put my patriot hat back on, you look in a way how the United States, how God's used the United States to protect his church. Because kind of like I talked about before, it seems like, rather building on what I said before, the last bastion of free speech seems to be the United States. And maybe that's my, echo chamber perspective. But, you read the news and you hear about Canada and, people are getting arrested because they won't transition their kids. You hear about England where the police are showing up because somebody wrote a mean tweet and a guy's getting arrested for writing a mean tweet. I'm like, whoa, that kind of stuff. And so whether you're right or wrong there, and that's I don't even think I can make a case there. Like, what was it sinful? Was it not? Neither one of us were even there. But I think that, at least at this point in history, through that unique culture, so talking about guns for a second, this sounds like it's out of left field, but let me tie it in. I'll talk to Canadians, or I'll talk to, or Europeans, and they don't understand gun culture in the United States.
Right, yeah.
Like, why do you guys love your guns so much? I said,
right.
First of all, because they're cool.
Yeah.
But besides that, like all the obvious reasons are sick.
Yeah, that's
they're just fun. But besides all that, there's ingrained in this culture the spirit of independence and the spirit of rebellion. And part of that's a good thing, because that allows us to give the middle finger to the government when they come for your church and they come for your family and they come for your kids. Part of that, it can be a problem because we've lost this act of submission to a higher power. We all think we're our own higher power. Which is a problem. But you look at what happened during COVID, Australia, it's like, just, what's the word I'm looking for? It was dystopian lockdowns in Australia.
Yeah. Well, same back home, if we walk down the street in groups of more than two, then the police would have the authority to tell you to go home and go back to your house. That's the kind of thing. That's really why we ended up moving here, because I had never known what poor mental health looked like until I had been locked in my attic for a year.
Yeah. And then how it happened, I'll tell you how COVID happened here, because I was in California, which next to New York, after New York, California was the worst state to be. And there was cops out, and you just kind of laugh at them and wave. And what are they going to do? And that's kind of the difference in opinion here, or difference in culture, is
right.
maybe in Europe.
Much more deferential.
Yeah, there's a bigger deference to the police. Here it's like, come try to arrest me, bro. Let's see this stand up in court.
Don't tread on me.
Just try to arrest me for walking on the beach.
Yeah.
I would love to have my day in court.
Right.
Whereas there's not maybe that kind of same rebellious attitude.
Oh yeah, we're all vaccinated in the UK, so that's because the government says it's trustworthy.
I loved COVID. So a lot of people most people hate it. I loved it because every single day I had an opportunity to have a confrontation with somebody, and that's like my dog. That's like that was my best thing ever, because I got to go to the store, I got to go to the gas, everywhere someone's yelling at me, and I get just like. I'm not within my Christian, of course, charity here. But the best thing is when you walk in the store and they're like, "Sir, can I give you a mask?" And you take the mask. Yeah, thanks, man. You just put it in your pocket and keep walking.
Yeah,
what are you going to do, bro? What are you going to do? So, anyways, I agree with what you're saying. We've lost a deference for sure in the spirit of independence. But now it seems like as the world is getting properly dark, there's not a lot of places you can go to say whatever you want to say and still be safe. And even America is not, it's getting bad here for that too, because people are starting to crack down on free speech. But we fought a war over it, and nobody else really has. So I think that's what God's going to use the states for, is this spirit of just like, no, we're going to keep preaching the truth. And my church, in the height of COVID, we closed for couple weeks, evaluated, did some renovations to the building, opened right back up again, and stayed open the whole time. And it was like, look, God's called us to meet together, and we're going to try to do the responsible thing and say, okay, is this actually like a world-ending apocalypse? And you could tell after about a week or two, no, this isn't a world-ending apocalypse. We're going to be fine. And you carry on and you keep meeting. And you couldn't do that in Canada, you couldn't do that overseas, but you could do that here. So I don't know, man. But that's a whole separate conversation.